everyone, this is Domina Mara, and today I'm going to be talking about DIY implements and tools that you can use to keep it kinky in your household. I know that it's the holiday season, hence my, extra coat, but I think during this festive time of year, we are dedicating a lot of our finances and our resources to obviously the people around us in our mostly vanilla lives. But for those who would like to be kinky at home, this is the best alternative for you. But before I get to that, I would love to thank all of my new YouTube subscribers and all of my new followers on Instagram and Twitter. Welcome to my world. And I hope everybody stays warm and travels safely over this holiday season. All right, so recently I filmed this a 1-minute clip in Michael's walking through the aisles, and basically anything that we looked through could be used as implements. Check it out. All right, today I'm at a Michael's, you guys, and look, if you want to be kinky in here, this is how Domina Mara is going to educate you. You can tie people up with a rainbow yarn instead of rope. Down this way, we can get some real glass ware that doesn't look phallic at all. Over here, we've got wax play, and behind me, we can just chain somebody up to the cage. Got wooden dowels for caning. If we wanted to stamp somebody with a scarlet letter, we can do that. And over here, we've got blacklight paint for body painting. So this is what shopping with me looks like. Isn't that crazy? I mean, during this holiday season, handmade implements by people who are in this fetish craft are amazing, but they can be very expensive. This is a video that is budget friendly for people who don't have that extra cash to spend $200 on a flogger, a deerskin flogger. Maybe, when tax season comes around, that's great. But for now, if we have spent money on plane tickets to go home or spent money on the gifts that we want to give to our family, our friends, our coworkers, etc., try also looking for things, like I said, in craft stores or at home. There are so many things that you overlook and don't even realize that can be kinky. Anything metal, for example, can be put in the freezer or the fridge and will come out cold. If you love temperature play, this is great for forks and spoons. And you can go as tiny as a teaspoon, or you can go as big as a ladle. And putting it on people's bodies while they're blindfolded is awesome temperature play. Speaking of temperature play, the candles, votive candles, they're not very hot, and you can drip them onto people. Be careful of the metal containers that hold some of those votives, because that could get hot. Not necessarily the wax, but actually holding it can be hot. So make sure that you have either some sort of gloves or towel or something when you use those tea lights. But for religious votives, like the ones that have the Virgin Mary on them or the ones that have the Jesus on them, those ones are really low temperature, and you can use those to also do wax play. Ice packs and ice cubes can be used also in play. You won't actually have to play with water. You could just use them as padding to put on the floor and then roll your submissive on top of it to get from one area of your living room to the other, etc. Heating pads are good. I have one for, that special time of the month for ladies, but if you use that as aftercare and wrap a warm blanket over your submissive, that is also really nice. Hot water bottles for menstrual cramps is also really good to use. If you have rugs at home, you probably have a carpet beater. You can use the rug to wrap your submissive in, and that's a type of mummification. B, you can wrap them in saran wrap first and then roll them up in the carpet. and then use the carpet beater on them. And see, if you don't have a carpet beater, you can go to your closet and you have a broom, to have like a long-handled broom, and you can use that end or break it off and, you know, round off and sand off the ends and use that as a cane and beat them that way. There's so many different options. You can use the same types of sticks, or like if you have Christmas decor with, you know, those glittery sticks that come out of a vase or a vase, you can take one of those and hit them on the leg or on the butt, and it's not really going to be like a cane, but it's going to have a very stinging effect, and that can also be used as something to hit people's feet with, which is called bastonado. That's pretty intense, and it's usually something that masochists like. But if you are one of those, you can also use rubber bands to slap the feet or any part of the body, really, wrists, you know, upper arm area, anything that has fleshy parts, not over joints, to instigate a stinging quality. You can use your wooden implements that you use for cooking. So like any wooden spoons for over the stove make great paddles, and it hurts when you slap somebody on the butt. I tried it on myself just to make sure that it would be effective. So look for items around the house and see what you can find. There's so many different ways you could be creative. I mentioned forks and spoons in the freezer earlier, but you can use forks to poke a person if you don't have a Wartenberg wheel or the pinwheel, you know? So get creative, have fun this holiday season, follow, subscribe, like, and comment below if you have tried any of these methods or if any of these methods interest you. Watch my other videos, and I will see you all next year. Be safe, have fun, and keep it kinky, guys.